Hey everyone, I just got done with day 22 of our 80-day obsession journey. We did our booty workout, which is strictly using the resistant loops that come with the program, and it is super challenging. This was the last time we are doing this particular workout. Even though we've done this workout in the last couple weeks, there's been different variations. So today, although we've done the same moves and the same workouts, they were in different sequence. So today we went through 5 rounds, and each round had 3 moves, and each of the moves we did 15 times 2. So before, we would do less reps, and then we would just circulate one move or one round and then go back and start from the top. This time we were doing the same moves back to back, and so there was really no downtime in between. So we were firing those muscles, and my booty was on fire. But I love this program because so many people feel like to get a good butt, you just do lots of squats or lunges, and I have the results to prove it, that when you do squats, it does change your butt. It lifts it, it makes it higher and tighter. But this program and the moves that we're doing are targeting not just to lift your butt and tighten it, but also to give it volume. So like if you were to have stood behind me, my butt, if I were doing just squats alone, would look decent, high and tight. And now with this program, we're focusing on it. If you look for me from the side, we've built a butt where there's volume, and it works on, like, I can feel like the saddlebags and the insides of my legs. Like the insides of my legs, the skin is tighter, the muscles are starting to really form, and I'm seeing this overall body transformation. And even though this program really is targeting the abs and your butt, really you get a full body workout. And that's what so many people don't understand about our at-home workout program. So if you went to the gym, most people don't really know what to do. They might be able to pick something up off the internet, a schedule to follow. You might have a training session. But with our programs, what it is you are working with a trainer every day, and you're not having to pay those gym prices. You're not having to pay the trainer fees. You aren't having to spend extra time to travel to and from the gym. And so that's what I love, is we're getting that one-on-one contact. And it was amazing today. That one thing that I wanted to discuss was the can't have versus don't want. So Autumn was talking today about that doing these programs, doing these workouts, we're really strengthening not just our body, but our mindset. And that, she talked about even too, like, focusing on our balance. And this isn't just balance on standing on one leg or steadying yourself, but you're creating balance in your life. And this is something that, so many people have come to me over the last 5.5 years that I've been working in the health and fitness industry, interested about what I'm doing, wanting more information, telling me their stories. But when it comes down to pulling the trigger, taking the leap to do what I'm doing and make the decision that I made 5.5 years ago, they don't. And a lot of times it comes down to the lack of, they look at what they want and think it's so far out of reach, and then they start thinking of all the reasons why they can't do it. And that's the thing, is when we ask these questions in our mind gives an answer. And so if you're thinking like, man, I don't think I can do it, and your brain's gonna be like, yeah, you're right, you can't do it because of this and this and this and this. And most people look at what they're going to have to give up. And I'll tell you that you have to want the results more than anything. And that's one thing that I wanted change. I needed change. I craved change. I wanted results. I didn't want to just watch movies or see, people on Instagram and Facebook and wish that I had that body. I wanted them badly. And once I started working towards it, it wasn't about what I was losing. It was about what I was gaining. And I don't look at my life as being deprived, because the more you start doing the right things, the more you start putting the right things in your body, the more you start surrounding yourself with people who tell you you can, instead of people who tell you that you can't because they weren't able to, then everything changes. And then you start wanting to do those positive things for yourself, and it's not a struggle, because you're knowing that you're fueling your mind, your body, and it's going to push you into the future you that you're going to be proud of, that you're aiming for. And, Autumn said something today about, instead of rewarding yourself when you've hit a milestone or this or that with food, go do something nice for yourself. Buy yourself a new workout outfit, have a spa day, whatever it is. But so many people say, I'm an emotional eater, and really I think everybody has been conditioned to it, because you see on movies and TV and just in general, people, whenever something happens, they want to get together and have a meal. And that celebration is linked with that. And so it's all about just changing your mindset, changing your perspective, changing your habits, because now I don't sabotage my results by using food or alcohol. And that's one thing that I have realized on my journey of being 667 days sober today, was that I don't need alcohol to celebrate or to drown my pain or numb myself to what's going on. And I don't need food either, because I'll tell you, when I gave up alcohol in the end of 2015, I noticed I started turning to food. And so you have to be able to replace one addiction with another. And if you don't find a healthy addiction, you're gonna replace it with something. And so I've had to really work hard in the last almost 2 years about conditioning myself to not use things to cope. And really, that I urge everybody, when you're starting working towards a goal, and it doesn't even have to be fitness or health related, but when you're working towards a goal, don't have that end result and that celebration tied to food or alcohol, because you're setting yourself up with some really bad habits. And you're also sending a message to anybody around you, including children, that those are the ways that you celebrate or you cope with things. And so pick something that is going to last longer. Like Autumn said, a pair of Nikes are going to last a whole lot longer than a cupcake. And you're going to feel good about yourself, and you're, going to remind yourself, and not that it's about materialistic things, but I would say that if you are working out and you are, hitting the gym, or your workouts at home hard, and you have set a goal and you reach it, going and getting a new pair of Nikes, you get that feeling of like, oh, I'm celebrating, I bought something for myself. And then every time you lace those shoes up, you're going to have a reminder of how great you did. Whereas if you reach a milestone and then you go celebrate with cake or alcohol or a big meal, which I used to do all the time, then you're going to have those constant reminders on your butt, on your hips, in your face, and you're going to be frustrated. And so really what she said was so true, that, that those temporary things, food, are really going to be just a temporary, excitement, and it really doesn't go hand in hand with your goals. So I wanted to share that with you, because I know that I have fell into that trap so many times, and it's so easy to just say, well, I've always been this way, or, well, I'm an emotional eater, or, whatever. But you can change that with like a light switch. You literally can change your mindset. And so that's one thing that this program is really helping, reinforce in my mind, because so many things I already knew. But that's what I love about doing these programs at home, is you get to hear what the trainer's saying. It's not just about fitness or getting strong. It's really about the mindset too, because here's the thing, I could help anybody lose weight. I could give you the right tools. I could coach you through it. I can help you, lose whatever weight it is or reach whatever milestone you want. But the thing is, I really want to help change your mindset so that it's not just one of those up and down, I reached a goal, then I'm going to go backwards and gain that same 5 or 10 pounds back, and then just keep on this vicious cycle of dieting. But I want it to help you create a lifestyle, and to do that, you have to be able to change your mindset. And so I really consider myself not just a health and fitness coach, but somebody who gets you results and really focuses on your mindset. But it really starts with fitness. And yesterday I shared my story with a group of women, and I said that really I have had a great story of turning my whole life around and turning my messes into a message, but I wouldn't have ever gotten to that point had I not accepted the help from somebody and got started with fitness. Because it sounds silly, but you you do a workout and you crush it, you feel more confident. You get a week's worth of workouts in, you feel more confident. When you lose 5 pounds, you feel more confident. And then when you have somebody supporting you, telling you in your ear, you can do it, I believe in you, you're destined for greatness, then you start believing it. But if you're surrounded with negativity, you're never going to get there. And I hear that all the time where people say, I'm so unmotivated, but they pull themselves away and repel anybody that's going to help them. And they surround themselves with people who have negative attitudes because they haven't had any wins in life recently. And so really, instead of saying that you're not motivated, go out and seek out somebody who you see that is motivated, who you see that has results, and emulate what they're doing. Get their help, ask for help, because you know what? We weren't designed to do things alone. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. If what you've been doing is not working, the best thing to do is find somebody that has the answers and can help you. So anyways, that was really kind of my wrap up of month 1, week 4, day 2 of our 80-day obsession. It's crazy because we're only a quarter of a way through it, and I really, I'm seeing my arms are getting ripped. Today when I was doing the workout, even though it was booty day, I could see my abs and moving the whole time, and that's super motivation to keep going. So anyways, I hope that you're enjoying what I'm sharing about my journey. If you have any questions about the program, let me know. I haven't been really sharing a lot of my food because I've been eating a lot of the same foods, but if you are curious about a meal plan to help you get started, just let me know.